The production team on the album is scattered all over the world. Markus Reuter is in Berlin. I contacted him in 2019 at the beginning of the pandemic. It took another 3 years to actually get started on the production, just because it was difficult to find the right musicians. He put me in touch with Troy Jones on drums, which made a huge difference and kind of jump-started everything from there. On the mix, Markus suggested Stefano Castagna in Italy. I had heard of him, I heard some of his mixes before, and of course some of his music, and I was really glad that Markus suggested Stefano. He worked really quickly on the mixes, gave me a couple of different versions, and then we went from there and finalized it. I would say that the process of mixing probably took a couple weeks, which was the fastest part of the production. Once the mixes were done, Markus had me work with Lee Fletcher in Scotland, who I've known for quite a while. I've actually had a couple of my albums mastered by Lee. He's an incredible mastering engineer. He's also a musician, and he's got a couple albums out, which I'll put in the description. It was great to work with Lee again, and having such an incredible team around the production of the album really makes the difference. I really have to thank Markus for guiding me through the process, both having the network of people that he has, but also being able to provide really constructive criticism on not just the music, but also the production side of things, and getting the music shine the way it should. There's a short story about the artwork itself. I always have some really clear ideas on the artwork that I visualize on my albums. I was going to go with something very different for color spectrum, but one day I was walking outside and I saw this one cloud in the sky. It was just one cloud, everything else was just blue and sky, beautiful day, just that one cloud. And I took some pictures, and believe it or not, I would say an hour later there was no more clouds. Since that day, I've been paying attention to the skies and the clouds and how they're moving, how they're playing with the sun to do different shades and colors, and it's very interesting of how much life there is just above our heads, and I'm sure that most people don't really pay attention to it. I've been taking a lot of pictures of clouds and the sky, and we've had just a pretty hot summer, and there wasn't a lot of clouds for a long time. For many days, where it was just like the sky was just blue, no clouds whatsoever. It's very interesting to see that life above our head that we don't really pay attention to.